The Dakar Rally is one of the most dangerous races in the world. On a motorcycle, it's even more so. Recently, I had a chance to ride a Dakar-style bike in the Mojave Desert with some of the American competitors in this year's race. I got a real sense of the difficulty involved and the danger. The bikes are highly specialized 450cc machines. This is an example of the kind of motorcycle that's going to challenge the Dakar Rally, and even if you don't know anything about bikes at all, you can see this is no ordinary machine. The first and most obvious thing is this navigation stack at the front of the bike. This is a system that is designed to, first of all, help the rider find his way to the waypoints and find the rider if he gets lost. It's big, it's complicated, it's very expensive, and it's essential to safety on Dakar. You can also see that the motorcycle looks like it's bigger and longer than the average motorcycle, and it is. It's a steel trellis frame, which allows for more flexibility and more strength, and it's got a longer swing arm than most motorcycles. You want to be able to go very fast over uncertain terrain in a very straight line without too much effort. There are requirements that are set up by the Dakar Rally organizers that have safety in mind, among other things. For one thing, you have to carry a lot of water. So the riders will all carry a Camelback or some other hydration system containing at least 3 liters of water, but there's also 3 liters of water on the motorcycle, buried down under the skid plate where it can be accessed in case of an emergency. The rally organizers also require that every rider carry at least a rudimentary toolkit of some kind, which is down here on this part of the bike. This is a double gas tank machine. There's a gas tank in front and a gas tank in back. Rider can switch between one and the other. If he's going over some sand dunes, he wants the front of the bike to be lighter than the back of the bike, so he'll use the front tank and empty that first and then switch to the back tank later. These motorcycles are not actually sold to the public, at least not in the United States. KTM, Husqvarna make only about 70 of them a year, and they're sold in Europe. They're allowed to be imported to the United States if they're used for closed course competition only, and they're not cheap. The basic bike itself costs about 25,000 euro, which depending upon the rate of exchange could be upwards of $40,000 US, and that's just for the basic bike. There's another investment for the nav tower. There's another for the extra fuel tank, for the special exhaust system. All of those add up to an incredibly expensive bike. The really impressive part is how physically grueling it is. We just did 80 kilometers. And then I realized that the men and women competing in this year's rally are going to ride 10 times that far, every single day, for 2 weeks straight. That's part of what makes the Dakar hard and legendary.